Alright, in the meantime, Stewie's going to be the first one out of 7-6. Yeah, unfortunately, 7-6 clip hardly works for anyone when you need it most, so... Yeah, I think it took Mustard about maybe 10 tries, so... Still a couple seconds behind, but it's hardly even hardly a race or a run killer, so... bit unfortunate, but yeah, he's still very much in it. Still very early on in the game, still plenty of stuff to go through. Alright, so they're gonna both be making in through 6-7. Pretty tame enemy set, normal stuff that you would typically expect, lots of fire chomps. Alright, Stewie's going to be yeah, taking on these Hammer Bros pretty early, and he gets rewarded pretty nicely for it with a nice early hammer. Yeah, I think that that other Hammer Bro is a bit out of his reach, so may as well just play the fort first, and maybe it'll come back. But yeah, because he has the secondary power-up, it doesn't really mind damage boosting too much to get through this top area. We'll see if Mustard is actually able to get that hammer, which I think he will. Yeah, definitely.
Yep, there we go. Yeah, looks like nothing gained by playing that other Hammer Bro, other than a star.
And yeah, Stewie's going to be saving extra time because, yeah, I think he does actually end up skipping the star, so... Not really the most essential item in the world, so it's all good. HUmanMustard having a bit of a cleaner playthrough of 4F1, and he gets to keep his fire. Alright, so we saw World 2 first. What are we going to see next?
Yeah, give me 3.
Alright, 6 gang, rise up.
Alright, Mustard finishes up with that 2-hitter.
Alright, so it looks like the Peach Letter is going to have Fire Flower, so once again we have at least some sort of weapon for Bowser.
Stewie doing some power-up hunting, so it's looking like he's not interested in going for the item.
Yeah, who knows if he skips breaking that lock, it's going to do him a disservice in terms of routing.
Got Mustard about a stage behind.
We have no idea which pipe is going to lead to the Twisty Castle or to the other transition pipe in the sky, so it is still essentially a coin flip which one will actually bring us closer to the airship. Or maybe there is no distinction.
Yeah, we'll see if Mustard follows suit or we get a little route divergence. Little marathon, look like, behind the scenes.
Alright, look like they're both going to take the same route. And oddly enough, the one that's going to have the more Hammer Bro fights, so not a bad idea trying to build up some early inventory early on in the seed.
Stewie gonna check Paradox Pipe.
Oh. Alright, so they both drop them off at pretty much the same place, so... And it brings them both relatively close to the castle. Blue Lock is still going to be required, so they're still going to have to play the Blue Fort. Oh! Back backstep right at the same time he's about to stomp. Hate to see it. Alright, so 3-4. Definitely a good level to start building some, re-grabbing some power-ups.
Yeah,
Wall jump pixel on that wooden block.
Yeah, some good P-speed strats here. There we go, that's a better tile for that hammer bro.
And yeah, it looks like they're both going to be required to get the Tanuki suit. Neither of them got a P-wing or a leaf. Look how close it is. They're both going to be accessing the Boom Boom fight at roughly the same time.
Ooh, looks like Stewie had a little mishap with the P-speed here.
Yeah, Stewie mistimed his jump, so yeah, by the time he realized where he had to go, his timer expired.
Alright, let's see what else is going on here. 7-8 with an angry sun.
Stewie swagging out with the statue Boom Boom kill.
Mustard switching out to the Fire Flower. Pretty good play for this level.
Oh yeah, flying over the plant section in the beginning of 7-8, that's not a strat that I see every day, but it's a very good one. Meanwhile, we see Mustard cleaning up the end of 7-8 as we speak. Very nicely done. He was just gonna say no to that leaf. I'm just gonna P-speed on out of here.
Be interesting to see if either runner goes for the item here. It's like Mustard's not going to.
Yeah, I can't really blame him. Although it would be nice to get an item early on, especially from the 1-3 Mushroom House. Yeah, I think those fire snakes are just making it a little too inconvenient. Although Stewie does have the opportunity to just whip him out of the way. Okay, so he's going to go for it. Meanwhile, it looks like HUmanMustard is going to take the lead in the moment.
Let's see what this item is, and it's the Fire Flower. So not make or break, but good to have either way. Good fire kill from Stewie.
Roy making it a little bit tedious with the flat ground and all the hopping he's been doing, but he gets out of there. Couldn't make out what the item was from the letter, though.
I didn't see either. Or actually, it might have been a leaf.
Alright.
Meanwhile, Mustard's making his way through 7-9.
Looks like he tried to go for the mid-clip, but of course, the classic jump over the gap.
Yeah, that Paragoomba wasn't quite having it either.
looks like Stewie got gapped at the same time.
Mustard's making his way through 8 fort.
We'll see what kind of enemy set we have in the P-Switch room. Will we get the one cycle? Yes, of course, the Boo hitbox getting in the way.
Oh, I think he clipped through the block there and missed it.
Yeah, being able to do the early conveyor belt P-Speed in 8F is especially advantageous in Rando, especially to prepare yourself for whatever enemy sets come, because yeah, that little extra half second that you boost that you can get allows you those extra frames to get the one cycle. So even if you lose an arrow here or there and have to reaccelerate, you still have a little bit more wiggle room for it.
Alright, we get our first hand stage of this speed.
Yeah, it looks like neither of them got the conveyor belt P-Speed, so even though Stewie was able to maintain his Fire Flower all the way to the end, yeah, getting frame rolled over that gap is pretty much what cost him.
And hand stages are going to once again get us Mushroom.
Stewie, I have to collect those extra coins to get the funny number.
Nice. Still about a 1 level difference here.
Stewie very nicely done with that H jump. Yeah, he mastered the meta to just kind of hit the brakes and just do a turn back, so no matter what the enemy set is, he'll be prepared for those blocks where the no blocks are. So we definitely narrowed the gap a little bit more. Oh boy, opposite ends of the lock.
Yeah, World 3 is not being terribly nice today. Yep, we got the army just being finished up by Mustard.
We got the bridge on the other side as well.
Yep, and they're gonna both have a hammer suit once again for Bowser.
Oh, baby, 5-9, and it's required.
Wait, does Mustard have a cloud? No, he went to check for it though. I was surprised he went that far into the level before taking death.
Yeah, but I think that even if you did cloud it, you'd still have to play the forts and then backtrack to get past 5-9 again, so it wouldn't even really be worth it. Stewie making a similar play, but there's not really any places where they even got a cloud, so...
No, cloud would have been okay if they did have it, because I believe the final pipe is blocked by both forts. So they would just had a straight shot down.
Oh yeah, good point. Yeah, we still see one lock and one bridge on the map, so yeah, that's probably what those two forts lend themselves to. That makes sense. So yeah, once they finally find the actual pipe, then yeah, it should be open for Wendy.
Shout out to Sinister Sama for Forgettable Fort. And looks like we're gonna have 6F3 Carpet Fort. No one really gonna go for a clip in this situation.
Or rather, you wouldn't really blame either of them for foregoing the clip, but I don't know, these runners can tend to be full of surprises, so who knows, maybe we'll see one out of the blue. Okay, and now my doubts are piling up. Nope, yep. Not gonna go for it, especially when small.
We got the World 6 airship here. Nope, Mustard gonna be riding in the cargo hold again with all the luggage. Yeah, no fire kill there. Since stomping on Wendy makes her jump around quite a bit.
Doesn't look like any of the runners are going to be going for first class clip today. So they're going to have to pass on the beef Wellington for another day.
I think I'm over here giving Sama ideas.
Alright, so we've seen Worlds... Alright, we got World 4. Yeah, it looks like we're going to be taking the scenic route across. So it looks like both forts are going to be required.
I didn't quite see the layout. Is there a lock as well accompanying the bridge?
Yeah, there's a lock on the way to 4-4. And yeah, you still got to open up a bridge. So you're still going to be crossing paths with the two forts on your way to the transition pipe.
Oh, yeah, I see.
Alright, so that's
nice Wrangless kill.
Ah, yes, very nice.
Ooh, 7-1 clips.
Yeah, it's a little bit late in the seed, so unfortunately we're not going to see any attempts with Small Mario, so... We'll see how many attempts it takes. Mustard, not too bad. I think that
or
was
7.
Yeah, that looks like about 7.
The Spaghetti Fort, 5F2. I rolled this.
Alright, we saw Stewie going for the duck clip in 7-1, so there's no way it was going to work first try either way. But gets out of there with about 4 or 5 tries, I think. That's not too bad.
Yeah, it was 5 tries. It's pretty good. Alright, one ship. Looks like Mustard will grab his cloud. And with this pipe transition, we have a free route to the castle. Mustard saying no more Hammer Bros. World 5 airship, Stewie right behind him. Oh, Stewie's gonna play it. There we go. Oh, that's gonna be huge for Stewie. A second cloud. Stewie having a little trouble with that hitbox of Iggy, but he makes it through. Now we got World 6.
We scrolled pretty fast past the peach letter, so I couldn't make out what the item was. But HUmanMustard still maintaining a pretty healthy lead. I think they're about maybe a level to a level and a half apart. So.
Yeah. We'll see what happens with Stewie having that extra cloud as well.
The classic dry bones early on in the Alaska fort, so of course you bounce on them with the stomp and then just take damage from the thwomp. 10 out of 10 enemy set.
Oh, it was a hammer from the letter. Yep, they do now.
Yeah, I remember both getting a hammer earlier on in the seed as well. So I think they might have at least one or two right now.
Mustard gonna break that rock there. Does he have a free pass? Yes, he does.
Holy smokes, and Mustard extends his lead. Let's go.
Yeah, I believe Stewie's playing an extra fort here.
Yeah, he is. Playing a little bit too cautious because I'm sure he doesn't want to deal with any extra screen transitions, especially with how long this map is in general. Yeah, I've been hearing some remarks in chat about how HUmanMustard just has a knack for just consistently winning coin flips, and they really seem to be serving him well in both of these races.
Yeah, I've seen him play enough seeds that his gambles tend to pay off pretty often.
Yeah, I think I've played enough World 8s in general where just forcing yourself to play the extra regular level panel right in the beginning just lends itself to a backdoor to Bowser.
World 7, 2 pipes to choose from, nothing in the way.
Pretty early on in World 7, we have access to quite a few transition pipes, so got a look at the room with the view. We saw the Promised Land layout, so looks like we will have a lock in our way. So Mustard is going to find his way to the northern continent. He does, so he's going to have a pretty easy avenue to get to the fort. So we'll see what this Piranha level has in store for us. I mean, it's pretty close to the end of the seed, so there's not really too much more he can get that really benefits him. Yeah, so I think it's a little too late to have any more hammers at this point.
Yeah, I noticed that seems to be kind of a thing when you're playing a seed where hammers don't break locks.
Oh yeah, then they'll just give you hammers like they're hotcakes. Yeah, whenever you get hammers in a hammers don't break lock seed, they're just pretty much given away like candy corn in Halloween. Everyone's just trying to get rid of them.
Yeah, I noticed it a lot during the Swiss rounds when it seemed like the 50-50 never happened in favor of breaking locks. Mustard's found the promised land, and he is a go. Interesting. Stewie just used up one of his clouds, and yeah, that I don't believe helped him very much. Alright, Mustard gonna play the second Piranha level. Don't think he has a music box.
And what did I say about those hammers? Giving them away at this point?
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, that's true. I didn't really notice that it skipped a Piranha stage for him. No. Still anyone's race.
Yeah, there's still a lot that can happen in World 8. There's still about, I think I want to say about a level and a half apart. But depending on how the routing goes, yeah, we could break even in terms of lead.
Alright, Stewie now has no clouds. Mustard still has his cloud, I believe. Could come in handy in the final world here before Bowser's world. Especially if we run into 7-5 or 6-6. Oh, okay, this is gonna...
Alright, not a bad enemy set for 5-5. Was able to maintain P speed for the most part.
I'm just trying to figure out why he went and played that level.
Yeah, it's an interesting point.
Oh, Stewie feels behind for sure. He went for door 3.
Pretty gutsy move, but I gotta respect the attempt.
Absolutely.
Yeah, unfortunately, if you do miss door 3 and have to backtrack a little bit, that does cost about 11 seconds to get back in the hallway and back to Boom Boom.
Piercing, basically, if you enter the door and hit up to re-enter the door, it will take you directly to the Boom Boom's room. I believe it's a one-frame trick.
That's correct. Yeah, there's a very specific frame in which Mario loads into the screen, so if you manage to press up again, you'll basically re-enter the door and skip the extra 3 seconds it takes to get to the 6th door, which is the dev intended way.
Yeah, I know how things kind of work in this game, but I don't know the best way to explain them, so I'm glad you're here with me.
Yeah, sure thing.
Looks like Stewie had to play the 5-3 beta, so it's a pretty decent cloud for Mustard. And now get your guesses in chat for how many bridges we're going to see in Bowser's Valley.
We see 1 bridge, maybe 2, maybe 3. Will it be free?
Mustard gonna gamble here that... Yeah. Alright, so we do have an acceptable World 8 here. Mustard gonna take a damage boost here.
Yeah, Mustard knows that he has the inventory to risk it, so it even saves him 1 or 2 seconds. Everything counts at this point. Very much down to the wire in World 8.
And just a quick reminder for anyone who may not be aware, we did have another semifinal match scheduled tonight between Mini Guy and DLP, but due to unforeseen circumstances, it had to be canceled. Will be rescheduled at a later date.
I don't believe we have a date determined just yet, but do please be sure to keep an eye on the schedule. Definitely going to be an amazing match. You're not going to want to miss it.
Mustard finishing that level was a World 5 level. Oh yeah, it's 5-8. Mustard gonna play this fort over here. At 4F2, the donut fort. Definitely have some route diversions here.
Oh yeah, for sure. Looks like yeah, this tank is not going to be the one, so...
Oh, and his way to die got blown up.
Yeah, Mustard's trying to take an easy way out of this level, but they are just not making it easy on him. Right, so there is going to be one bridge.
Stewie entering this 4F2. Meanwhile, Mustard's in super tanks.
Yeah,
Still looking like a very close race.
I think Stewie's closer to the pipe that would take him to the Valley of Bowser, so he would have a nice quick check there. But we also saw Mustard play that same fort as well, so I have a good feeling that this isn't going to be the one. Yeah, both. I think it's going to be the Navy icon, and it's in the top right corner of the dark room. And I saw both of them forego it before. Yeah, they both. Stewie definitely got the bad news, so he knows what to do next.
Oh, Mustard's got it.
Oh. Yeah, in that case, never mind.
So, and we got a valid seed, but unfortunately for Stewie, that means that he is on the wrong track. As Super Tanks is our gatekeeper. Alright, Mustard's through. He's gonna equip his hammer suit and go to pay Bowser a little beating. Mustard gets the everyone clip at the second try.
I see Stewie got the bad news with the 1-5 tank, so trying his darndest to get out of there.
And Mustard got the mac and cheese clip, so 5 hammers to Bowser's head, and get your GGs out for HUmanMustard, who'll be making his first finals appearance.
Very nice race between the two of them. Get your GGs out for HUmanMustard. It looks like Mustard's going to be finishing up with 36.56. Very nicely done. I see that Stewie got the bad news. He's paused on the overworld map, and I can confirm that he did DNF. He did forfeit.
Get your GGs out for Stewie as well. He did a fantastic job in this race.
So we just marked them. We just marked them both down. So we'll see if we can get both of them in for an interview. Yeah, this has definitely been an incredible race between both of them. Yeah, between the first race, having a bit of some jank routing that was involved, and yeah, a couple of risk taking that was involved, especially on HUmanMustard's side. Between a lot of the gambles he took with I think with the levels that he played and the forts that he decided to choose. Yeah, really extended his lead and just didn't let go of it from the midway point of the seed to the end. So. Yeah, speaking of whom, we have our winner, HUmanMustard. GG, congratulations.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
I did that extra level in World 1, I think, right? Because I'm for no apparent reason.
Yeah,
yeah, I was curious about that.
Yeah. I guess I started celebrating a little early. When I woke up. That was good. I don't know. It all went well. I guess. I have no complaints. I did some I did some weird stuff, but I was out of it, I guess. I was kind of on autopilot, but the wrong kind of autopilot.
Yeah. Autopiloting can happen to pretty much anybody. I would say that, just in terms of execution, you both played really well, just in terms of the, just navigating your way through the levels. I think we only saw maybe one or two deaths, and I know that one of them at least was in 5F2 on your end, Mustard. But yeah. a lot of the gambles you took in terms of the routing and the forts that you played really paid off and just really helped you extend your lead, especially in the second race.
I know. I mean, who could imagine me getting 50-50s correct? It's strange.
Yeah, I know that quite a few people have been remarking in chat how you have a pretty consistent lucky track record as far as that goes.
Yeah. That first scene in World 7, I took a huge gamble, though. I'm shocked it paid off. That must have been obviously the difference between that game. When I skipped the first fort and then went searching for the second one.
Yeah, like I said, both you and Stewie, just in terms of execution, played really, really cleanly for the most part. I think that what was really detrimental to Stewie, especially in the second seed, was just I think accidentally playing some extra levels, because I think it was in World 4 or World 7 that he ended up playing 7F2 when he didn't have to. Meanwhile, it was World 6, and then you played one Fort Mustard, and then we're to hammer them wrong.
I was amazed about that World 6 because I should have just not played that fort. Like I said, I was in autopilot. I was a fort, okay, let me play it. I probably should have broke the rock and looked, I guess, first, but I got super lucky. Again, it was pretty amazing. I was shocked, to be honest. Especially that World 6. I was wow.
Yeah,
I still thought I was behind because at that point I died a few times already, but
yeah. And we're actually joined by Stewie Cartman, who's with us. GG.
I'm so upset right now, I really am.
Yeah, totally understandable, and don't feel too hard on yourself. Like I was saying before, a lot of this does just come down to a lot of instinctive decisions that you have to make on the overworld map, and then sometimes these sort of accidents happen, or just oversights happen, where you just end up playing extra levels, and with World 8 in that last seed.
That was a crazy World 8. Another thing, I just went for it because it just looked too sus. I kept going back and trying to figure out which one was the fort and which one wasn't.
I saw the first screen in World 8 and I'm that's deceptively way too easy, so I didn't even bother with that.
Oh, right. Yeah.
Do the first time.
like I have an autopilot tendency to just play the first fort that I see whenever I'm in World 8. So I feel like if I was in either of your guys' positions, I would have just played that Navy right in the dark room. But luckily for you guys, it ended up not being the one. I know that Stewie took the Air Force route that was on the Ham Bridge, and that ended up being 4F2. But yeah, HUmanMustard really extended his lead towards the end by just getting the super tank and just being like one and done with it.
The one thing that upset me more than anything in Game 2 was in 3F1, I was not holding up on door 3. That was a rogue up input. I did not mean to go for door 3.
Really?
No, that was a rogue up input.
Oh my god.
I was not holding up.
Yeah, Frantic and I were both really surprised to see you to see that door 3.
That's not something I would go for in a race.
Yeah, like on one hand, I wouldn't put it past you to at least attempt it because you are the swagman after all. That is your reputation. So, on one hand, I was saying like I respect the attempt as Mr. Dortry himself, but yeah, being able to miss that input, like you were both tied up until that point. If not, then you might have been in the lead by maybe 1 or 2 seconds. But
like I as soon as that input happened, I'm like, yep, I just lost like 10 seconds right there.
Did you go through 7-6 or 7-1? I went back and played another level to get a power up and then skip through it.
I think I got like 5th try, 7-1.
No, not that. The one where you had to be small to go through it. Right?
Yeah,
that's 7-6. No, I just played it.
You played it? Okay. I figured you would. I went back and I was hoping you would die in there or something.
No, somehow I remembered everything.
I forgot which level I had to play, but it was an easy one. Like,
yeah, I know that you got 2 power-ups in the process and was able to go back into 7-6 with the Fire Flower. And had you gotten that first try, you would have absolutely taken the lead. But I think it ended up taking like 6 or 7 tries, so I think you were still maybe 10 seconds behind. But
I figured I had like a minute leeway to play that one level and try to get a power-up, because that 7-6 takes forever.
Yeah, definitely.
Especially if there was fire nippers in there or something. It would have been.
No, it was a surprisingly nice enemy set.
Yeah, it's still tedious just trying to deal with all those arrows and elevators and pipe transitions and stuff. So I can't really blame you for taking that play.
So he was in the lead coming out of 7-6 then?
But yeah, about 10 to 12 seconds.
Not too bad.
And game 1, what pissed me off more than anything was when I took that one pipe that I just took and I just completely forgot which one I did. And I knew right there that's where I lost game 1. Because like I saw the time difference. And I'm just thinking, yeah, that extra pipe transition did it. Because, like, I think up until then, I had only made one mistake. And my only death was in Fort Knox to equip a P-Wing.
Yeah, I did not play well in game 1. Not too well. Not as good as game 2, but you definitely had your chances there. I died a few times in game 1, I believe. Maybe twice, I think.
I should have had game 1. I'm actually so mad at that. I really am.
Game 1 ended up being consistently close between the two of you, and I think that between the routings that World 2 and 3 lended themselves to, I think that the hammer play in either or would have at least let you skip a substantial amount of time with the levels you skipped. Because I think that with the early hammer route you took in World 2, that allowed Mustard to skip 5-3, and yeah, I forgot what level you clouded in the 3-1 panel when you did the hammer. But
I have no idea what that was.
But it was an interesting play nonetheless, because I know that you played those 2 extra levels, not knowing what they were in the far east side of the World 3 map. But then you ended up clouding Atlantis.
Yeah, I saw Atlantis and I'm like, no, I'm just gonna go the other way, see what's over there.
Yeah, that's exactly what I did. I was like, I'll cloud it on the way around, because you had to do that fort anyway. You had to go around.
Yeah.
I think that if my race with MIDI Guy has taught me anything, then depending on what levels you've played, might actually be better just to play 2 levels than just 2 Atlantis. So I think that level's like close to a minute and a half or something like that. So
yeah, that sounds about right.
3 average levels than Atlantis probably. About 25 seconds each, maybe, or something.
Yeah. And speaking of that World 3 map where you did the double hammer, amazing, isn't it? it granted you access to 4 transition pipes, and none of them brought you to the island where Wendy is. And, like there was 2 locks.
Why I didn't, yeah.
Yeah, like there was 2 forts, there was 1 bridge and 1 lock, and of course the bridge blocks you to the pipe that you actually need to get through it. So,
I mean, at least it wasn't a complete backfire like it was 3 times for me.
yeah, that's true. I know that the double hammer plays have not done you many favors in this tournament so far, which is unfortunate. And it's just amazing because it's so uncommon that something like that happens too. But there's always that slight chance, you know. But yeah, I just want to say congratulations to both of you guys for putting on a fantastic show for us. I was just wondering if either of you guys had any thoughts, like anything further.
I'm just really upset. I could have taken it to game 3, and like I know I could have gone all the way this year.
Yeah, there was definitely that opportunity for game 3, and it's really unfortunate. But yeah, I do want to say you've played an incredible game all the way through since the beginning of the tournament, and you have a lot to be proud of. You know, as you bow out, you did end up making the top seed in the Swiss brackets, and you've been up.
Like up until this race, I only lost 1 seed, and that was to you.
Yeah, you put up a really good fight too.
You're gonna at least beat the winner of the randomizer this year, and the only person that's beaten me is you so far. So in this tournament.
Mm-hmm. I know that we had another match going on later on this evening between I think it was.
That's tomorrow night now.
Yeah, they canceled that.
Yeah, I was gonna say they canceled. I didn't know that they actually was able to announce the next date.
It'll be tomorrow at 7:05 Eastern.
Yeah, Midi Guy and DLP tomorrow at 7 p.m. Eastern. So definitely not gonna want to miss that. Once again, congratulations to HUmanMustard for making the grand finals, and I wish you the best of luck moving forward. Stewie, once again, congratulations for all that you have accomplished in this tournament. You should really be proud of yourself. I know that this has been a very disappointing way for you to pretty much close out your final race, but you're definitely becoming a really accomplished runner in the randomizer, and you're definitely someone to look forward. Definitely someone to watch out for in the future. So
exactly, Stewie, keep your head up.
That 1 extra pipe transition into game 1.
He's gonna dream about that though.
That's gonna give me nightmares for a while.
Oh yeah, that's
right.
I mean, Dust Minion has playing Atlantis. I have the extra pipe transition.
Oh, my apologies. I just got I was just corrected by Dust Minion in chat. I forgot to mention that you still do have 1 more match ahead of you for the bronze, so you will be facing the loser of Midi Guy and DLP. So we wish you the best of luck with that moving forward.
Thank you.
And then I have a question for HUmanMustard.
Yeah.
Hey, how did you learn to grapple like that?
Lots of practice. You know what I'm saying? You forget a lot of the times, but you can only forget so many times, and I was focused. I had it written on a little, what do you call it, the little sticky notes. I put on my monitor, it says, grapple, right on top, big letters.
Yeah, and I'm sure Jackalman is coaching you the whole way.
Yeah, well, I didn't want to say anything, but yeah. Everybody knows that.
But yeah, congrats to both of you. Be excited to see both your next upcoming matches.
Yeah, thank you. I appreciate it. And Stu, you're one of us now, so we'll probably see you for the next few years. And
yeah, definitely.
Congrats on your, good luck on your bond. And I'll see you guys later. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you both for joining us, and I just want to extend my thank you to Frantic for joining me on the commentary tonight, and big thank you to for Dust Minion for a lot of his role in the organization process for this tournament, as well as to the SpeedGaming staff. We couldn't do it without you guys. So thank you for lending your platform to us, and do be on the lookout for the match tomorrow night at 7 p.m. between DLP and Midi Guy. I'm Teeks88. Thanks so much for joining us tonight, and we'll see you all again soon. All the best.